good stuff. Anybody could go on the big beer walk, big alcoholic walk? Where's my alcoholics tonight? Awesome. What was it called? Was it a big beer festival today? Anyway, I didn't go either. Ladies, make some noise if you've read one of the books or saw the movie so far, 50 Shades of Grey. Make some noise. I don't have any material on that. I just want to see who's going to be handcuffed to my bed later over at the Hilton. Apparently it's this girl right here. I'm just being serious. Make some noise if you never read the book, 50 Shades of Grey. That guy. You guys don't like the rough stuff? No, we grew up in Burgon. We can't read, but thank you for asking. I did. I bought the book 50 Shades of Grey just to get material, because you can't carry that around as a guy. You might as well wear a T-shirt that says "I'm a rapist," right? But thank you. I opened up the book and I saw 2 words and I was like, I think I got the point. It said butt plugs. I was like, okay. The only thing that goes faster than that butt were my ass cheeks. I was like, oh. If you're looking for a new dance later, I call that the butt plug slam. Thank you. How many people know what a butt plug looks like? Make some noise. You're liars, first of all. But if you don't know, it sort of looks like a pacifier, right? It's got a soft on one end, it's got a safety handle so you can't get in too much trouble there. Pull it out in case of emergency. But I'm an entrepreneur. I'm always trying to come up with the next $1 million idea. As soon as I saw it look like a pacifier, I was like, the acidifier, right? That'd be great. They can come in tasty flavors, right? Root beer. And stay away from the dingleberry, though. That sounds disgusting. Right? And by the way, if you have small children at home, please be careful. Right? That's how girls get a low self-esteem right there. Last thing you need is Samantha walking up with the acidifier out of one mouth and one side and the dingleberry out of the other. Yeah, I know, that's disgusting. Anybody else here follow local politics? Yeah, me neither. I was surprised not too long ago when I saw that Ed McMahon was running for sheriff, right? And he was re-elect Ed McMahon, right? I had no idea. Ed McMahon was still alive, right? That would be an interesting day when he pulls up in your driveway. It's like, holy shit, this is either going to be really good or really bad. Right? We either won $30 million in the clearinghouse sweepstakes, or that girl from Tinder was not 18 after all. Imagine getting pulled over by Ed McMahon, seeing the blue light, pulled over, he gets on the megaphone, here's your DUI, Anna. Welcome to Wilmington. Any college kids in the crowd tonight? Make some noise. You guys don't like answering my question. $15 keeps those little fuckers out, doesn't it? That's a little party tip for you there. Anybody UNCW? Got any UNCW grads or alumni or anything? Okay. I love meeting people from UNCW. They're so upbeat and positive. You ask them what their plans for the future are. They talk about curing cancer and having investment accounts and stuff like that. You ever meet somebody from Cape Fear Community College? You want to have a fun night, ask them what their plans for the future are. Right? They always have the same answer eventually, but they'll bounce around. They'll talk about moving around some credits, going back to summer school, changing majors, getting their parents to talk to them again, reapplying for a loan. But one day when it all works out, I just want to go to UNCW. Right? You never see it the other way around though, right? You don't see folks at UNCW plotting and scheming. I don't know how this is going to work out. Right? Maybe it'll be a crystal meth overdose, an unwanted pregnancy. But one day my life's going to be so fucked up, right? I'm going to be going to Cape Fear Community College. Could be worse though, right? They could be students at Miller Mott Tech. Where's my Miller Mott Tech at? Come on, fighting cosmetologists, be proud. I love their commercials over there. Changing futures and changing lives at Miller Mott Tech. Really? A brighter future for you includes one day getting a job at Supercuts. You're in good trouble. And I wish they would just be honest with their commercials. We've all passed by the campus. We know where it is. We've seen it, right? The Miller Mott Tech campus, with state-of-the-art facilities overlooking the beautiful, pristine strip mall parking lot. Conveniently located between Arby's and the Waffle House. If it has sticky fingers and hooters, you punch it forward. And you're about 5 years too late. Right? So bad sign when my jokes are outlasting the local restaurants here in town. Bad sign for my jokes and the local restaurants. Thank you. Some of you get that on the way home. I was in New Jersey and I saw BJ's and the ditch right next door to each other too. I was like, that trumps that right there. Fuck sticky fingers. That's great. That's beautiful. I have a feeling when I was introduced that some people in the audience recognized me right away, especially if you're between the ages of 18 to 22. You live within 100 miles of Wilmington and you're not looking for anything serious. I think I've sent you a couple emails over time. Thanks for responding. I think you can tell how desperate somebody is by how wide their search parameters are on these websites. You know, I'm looking for somebody within, ideally 25,000 miles. Somewhere between 3 feet and 8 feet 11, ideally, would be perfect. Somewhere between 14 and the last stages of hospice. Take anybody right in there. You ever see somebody out in public and you're not sure if you recognize them from a dating site or maybe just around town, and you're like, I am so sorry to interrupt your dinner, but are you Sweet and Tasty 69? I knew it was you. It's me, Boner Boy. Anyway, I'm sorry. Cute kids, I'll let you get back to your dinner. It was nice to meet you. I love I'm pretty much part of every dating website, but I think my favorite is the farmersonly.com commercial. You don't have to be lonely. And there's this cow that's in a great mood for some reason. He's wagging his tail, he's winking. I'm not sure if he's in a great mood because he got his first commercial or he just doesn't have to date the farmers quite as much anymore. And they're not so adamant about their only policy. Have you noticed this? They're like, farmersonly.com for farmers, ranchers, and good old country folk. What happened to the ranchers and good old country folk? They get together and have a town hall meeting like, this bullshit. We don't get no recognition around here. You're pushing that damn commercial. I think they should just call that website what it is. Meet somebody from Burgaw.com. That's what I read. FarmersOnly.com. That's funny. At the very end of the commercial, they got like 2 seconds left, and they're like, city folk just don't get it. Why do they have to say that, right? Why do you have to say that? You don't see the people over at blackpeoplemeet.com, you're like, white folks just don't get it. Right? They might be thinking it, but they're not saying it. Right? I met this, every website has sort of, dating website has this fun thing that they do, like on Facebook, you can poke somebody to get their attention. Does that ever work in real life? No. You can get arrested for poking somebody to life. Thank you. Match.com, what do? You wink at somebody? That doesn't work either. But you know what they do at blackpeoplemeet.com? I know there's no black people in here, but I'm going to share what they do. They nudge. That's what they do. They give the nudge. And so I saw an attractive black chick not too long ago, I should say, at a bar, and I was like, I'm going to try this shit out, right? I went up to her, and I'm going to spare you guys the gory details, right? I gave her the nudge, and the next thing I remember is waking up with a broken collarbone. What's the moral of that story? Don't nudge the fudge. They don't like it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I made that one up myself. Thank you. I got back from Jamaica recently. Had a great time. Thank you. All right. Got some Jamaican enthusiasts in the back. That's awesome. The comedian that I know, the first thing he says to me, he didn't say, how was your trip or anything else. He's like, hey man, how's the weed out there in Jamaica? I was like, I have no idea. I bring my own when I travel. I like my own stuff. As soon as I said it, I knew it was such a stoner thing to say. Like, who brings their own weed to Jamaica? That's like going to Las Vegas and bringing your own prostitute. Buy local, don't get caught on the plane with it. Thank you. Some people get my sense of humor back there. Stoners I love casual marijuana smokers because they're so funny. They're always mooching off stoners because they never have their own weed, and they're like, as soon as they see you, like, hey, can I get stoned? I want to get stoned. You give me stoned? Right? 30 seconds in, they're like, do I look stoned? Can you tell them stoned? Am I acting stoned? Stoners never ask that question. You want to know why? Because they don't give a fuck what you think. Right? I was at a work party recently, and a casual marijuana smoker's coming at me through the crowd. He's the only one I know at the party that smokes. So I'm like, hey buddy, you want to go outside and take a walk, take a toke? He's like, man, there's no way that I can smoke that pot and go back into that party and interact with any of those people. And he like scurries away. And I'm thinking, that's where stoners are different. Because I'm thinking, there's no way that I'm going back into that party and interact with any of those people if I don't smoke a little bit of pot first. I couldn't even function. I wouldn't even know what to talk about. This guy's pointing me at the bar. I think we're getting highlighted right there. Thank you, sir, for acknowledging that. And I think you can tell how much of a stoner somebody is by the seriousness of an event that they will attend while stoned. The casual marijuana smoker, they'll cut it off at things like work. So not the stoner. It seems like the more important the event, the higher they get. They'll go to a wedding stone, their own wedding. They will go to grandma's open casket funeral, high as shit, and taking selfies with the body. They will go to court on a penny and drug charge with 2 strikes. And the vaporizer in the bathroom, that's what stoners do. I don't give a shit. Stoners are funny too. You can tell by the terminology too whether somebody's a stoner. Like, you ever hear somebody say, let's take a puff? And they're not. Stoners would never say that. The stoners love the bong hit, don't they? They love the bong hit. You ever hear a stoner say, let's puff that bong? No, they don't. They hit it, they rip it, right? You ever see a stoner do a bong hit? It's absolutely a thing of beauty, right? It takes like 1.8 seconds. They can go from 0 to stone like it. It's amazing. It really is. It's like the superhighway for stoners. It's the only time they're ever in a hurry. They're not going anywhere. They just want to be stoned that much faster. You know? You ever see a casual marijuana smoker try to do a bong hit? Oh my gosh. It's like watching somebody suck their first dick. You know? You pull it out and their eyes get really big. You know? They're holding it as far away from their body as possible. And they got all sorts of questions. You know? Hey, where do I put my mouth? You know? What's that hole for? Do I stick my finger in there? And they're coughing and gagging and crying. Finally, they tap out. They're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Thank you. I love that joke. It's my favorite. I was hanging out. So, I tell you, I have this theory that, I tell you who hates sucking dick. And right away, guys are thinking married women. Married women. I've got a demographic above married women. Homeless women. Homeless women hate sucking dick. They do. Well, think about it. If they liked it even a little bit, remotely, they probably would not be homeless. Right? Oh, they'd be on the streets. They'd just be working. They wouldn't be living. Right? I mean, they're contemplating. They're like, should I sleep in a box of urine tonight in the 40-degree weather or suck a dick? I'm going for the urine. So what's the moral of the story, ladies? Stay in school. That's all I'm trying to say. And while you're there, learn to suck a dick. That's all I got. So, seniors, if you're putting your resume together, put dick sucking right at the top if you want to get it. I promise you, your phone will ring. Right? Hey, Beverly, I'm looking at your resume, and a couple things are sticking out already. It says here you're a team player, you're well organized, and oh my gosh, let me put my glasses on, you suck a meat dick. References, oh, that won't be necessary. We're more of an on-the-job training down here. And I'd like to get off at 5. If you could be here by a quarter up, that'd be great. Anyway, thank you very much. Want to do absolutely, that's about my time. Some of you know I broke a world record. I'm the baseball fanatic. I went to every New York Yankee game in 2011. 162. And I do have some books available. I not only can I read, I can write. I wrote a book called 162, The Almost Epic Journey of a Yankee Superfan. And I thought it was going to be great. I thought it was going to be like sex, drugs, and rock and roll in every city. Not so much. It was more like masturbation, hemorrhoids, and warm PBRs. Which, to some of the older guys, sounds great, but it's not at all as cracked up to me. Anyway, enjoy your headliner. I'm Steve Melia. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Give it up for Steve Melia, everybody. You guys ready for your headliner of the night? Yeah, this guy had his own Comedy Central staff. Now we're special. He's on Comedy Central. Also, he's the host of New York City Crime Report. Please.